Pacifism, complete nonviolence. What did Jesus mean? But I say to you, that ye resist not evil, but whatsoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also. Pacifism, by definition, is complete nonviolence. For the Christian, the bearing of arms, or engaging in war, appears to a direct contradiction to the teachings of our Jesus Christ, who said, "Love your enemies, and do good to them which hate you." And the sixth commandment, which says, "Thou shalt not kill." Religious groups that have historically advocated pacifism or complete nonviolence include the Quakers, Anabaptists, Waldenses, Society of Friends, Mennonites, Jehovah's Witnesses, and Seventh-day Adventist Reformers. They were jailed, tortured, or killed for their religious convictions. How does the pacifist participate in a society that has fought for the freedom of all and render service to God and country? There are three general categories in U.S. military service. 1. Combatant, available for unrestricted military service. 2. Non-combatant, conscientious objector available for non-combatant military service only, such as a medic or chaplain. 3. Conscientious objector. Conscientious objectors opposed to both combatant and non-combatant military training and service. Pacifist. Fulfills service obligation as a civilian alternative service worker. Our founding fathers provided freedom from pacifism. The United States Constitution states, Article 6. No religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Nonviolence and citizenship in the life of Christ. 1. In the process of Jesus being arrested, Peter drew his sword to defend Christ, cutting the ear off the high priest's servant. Jesus said, "Put up again thy sword into its place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword." 2. Before Pontius Pilate, Herod, and the Jews, the innocent Jesus was insulted, mocked, falsely accused, scourged, and beaten. He stood silent without retaliation. His silence was eloquence. 3. Jesus said, "My kingdom is not of this world." 4. As the spotless Son of God hung upon the cross, his flesh lacerated with stripes, his last words are, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." 5. When asked about paying tribute to the Romans, Jesus said, "Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's." Pacifists' high calling to citizenship. 1. Obey the laws of the land, so long as they do not conflict with the law of God. 2. Respect authorities. 3. Pay taxes faithfully. 4. Pray for the men in government so that God may bless the country with justice, order, peace, and religious liberty. Pacifists' role in society. 1. Should not take part in conflict, riots, bloodshed, or war. 2. Should contribute to the welfare of society, performing work of national importance under civilian direction in a manner which is consistent with biblical teaching. All must recognize that human government is an ordinance of divine appointment and be taught obedience to it as a sacred duty within its legitimate sphere. It is the will of God that impartial justice be rendered to all so that the religious conscience of each citizen may be respected. But when its claims conflict with the claims of God, one must obey God rather than men. God's word must be recognized as above all human legislation. A "Thus saith the Lord" is not to be set aside for a "Thus saith the Church" or a "Thus saith the state." The crown of Christ is to be lifted above the diadems of earthly and religious potentates. God is love.